Good morning. Welcome to our later morning Friday edition. We didn't do the early session this morning because I was outside moving snow around. We've had some weather lately in southeast Wisconsin. Let's begin this morning with a little meridian tapping. So take a couple of fingers, take them to the sternum, tap up and down the sternum with those 2 or 3 fingers. We'll combine a sequence of 5 animals along with 5 elements. So animals, of course, correspond to elements and colors and times of day and organs and all kinds of things in this very interconnected world we live in. So we'll sequence through the wood and tiger together, water and the deer together, earth and the bear together, fire and the monkey together, and we'll finish up with metal and the crane. So the traditional 5 animals, and a little bit different look at the elements than we did yesterday morning when we used 5 wave movements corresponding to the 5 elements. Alright, let's take one hand and walk it over to that little hollow spot underneath the shoulder, and with a loose fist begin tapping there. And then extend that arm, turn the palm to the ceiling, exposing the underside of the arm, and flatten out the hand and slap down that arm, and turn the hand over, come on up the outside of the arm and up and over the shoulder. And we'll repeat that sequence 2 more times on this side. Flatten out the hand as you tap down the underside of the arm, and turn the palm over and come on up the outside of the arm. And one more time on this side. Side, up the outside, up and over, and let that arm relax. Take your other fingers starting at the sternum, walk them over to the hollow, make a loose fist, and begin to tap. A little froggy in the throat today. Turn the palm to the ceiling, slap down with a flat hand, up the outside, and over. Give yourself a little pat on the back. And one more time. Wow. Last time down the underside of the arm, turn the hand over, come on up the outside, and then up and over the shoulder. And then relax that arm down, and let's begin to turn the upper torso from side to side. finish our knocking, our tapping with our normal warm-up exercise that we call knocking on the door of life. The hands back into loose fists and begin knocking on the lower belly and lower back. These acupressure points in our energy center, our lower dantian. And let's begin to deepen out the breathing. Breathing in through the nose if you're able. And then out through the nose or the mouth. Preference is always nose breathing. Schedule for next week may be a little bit jumbled up. I'm beginning another certification course next week. And the time difference between the instructor and the cohort of us going through the course makes for some crazy class times. Adjust a few things for our sessions so that I can get through that. 15-week course, 200-hour from Long White Cloud Qigong. Under the tutelage of John Monroe. Looking forward to that. I haven't done a certification for a few years. Decided it was time to go deep in a single lineage. So I'm very much looking forward to that and sharing that with you. Let's let the hands float off the body. I just cannot get that throat cleared. And then let's slow this down and begin to connect to the breath. And then make that a little easier. As your hands get to one side, let's turn both palms into the breeze and slow down so that we're breathing in across in one direction, breathing out in the other. Transitioning the breath as we spiral the hands. And let's shrink these down. Coming to rest in our neutral Wuji position. Let's take a few up front here. Arms floating up on the in-breath and then melting down on the out-breath. We begin with wood, the element of spring and associated animal world, the tiger. One more time up in front. And then turn the palms in toward each other. Pull them up along the body as we step out to a corner and turn a water wheel. And actually, I lied. We're going to start with the water element, the element of winter. Winter and water associated with the deer. We'll turn our water wheels, and then we'll let the deer turn and show his antlers. Breathing in as we rise, breathing out as we turn that wheel. We'll go in season order today, beginning with the season we're in. Let's take one more turn forward. And then let's reverse direction, come down, push out, and pull that wheel back towards you. Take one more turn back toward us, and then stopping at the bottom, drawing this side back in, coming back up along the body as we step out to the other corner and turn the water wheel. Let's take one more turn forward, and then coming back down and out and up and back toward us. Last time. Take it down, and then let's draw this side back in and just let the hands float down as we begin to sway. We're going to need our antler hands for this one. So hands to one side, form the antlers, the opposite heel plants, and then we turn and pivot over that heel and look behind. Inhaling as we turn back in, sweep everything around. Antler hands on one side, opposite heel plants, turn, exhale, look behind. The deer shows his antlers. Relax your fingers in the transition and then reform the antler hands. You can save the mudra for the actual turn. Let's take one more to each side. Pivot back in and just let the hands float down. One arm pushes up, carries us over, side bend, let the other hand push. Inhale, transition to the other side. One hand comes overhead, causes the side bend, the other hand pushes. Breathe in through the transition. Breathe out on the stretch. So we move into the wood element. One more time. And then let both hands just float on down. We're going to bring them up in front. We're holding a ball. While we're holding the ball, let's toe heel out a little wider or step out. Spin the ball, and then cueing off your bottom hand, we're going to take that leg and we're going to lunge over that side, pull the palms away from each other. Inhale, come back to center, the other hand floats to the top. Exhale, separate the palms. This is Taming the Tiger. This one follows the same breathing pattern. Breathing in as we transition, breathing out as we stretch. Let's take one more to each side. Recapture that ball. Step or heel toe in, spin the ball, and let the hands float down. Fingertips come toward each other, breathing in. Turning the hands over at the shoulders, and as you press them overhead, let the body dip down. Inhale, return the vertical, and then exhale, everything floats down. A little variation on two hands hold the heavens. Breathing in, lift, breathing out, turn the hands over, and as you press them overhead, let the body sink down. Inhale, straighten back up, and then exhale, let everything float down. On to fire now. One phone turned off, but not the other. Fire, the element of summer, and associated with the monkey. Last one. And just relax back into Wuji. Take a breath. We're going to do the monkey stealing the fruit. So inhale, monkey steals the fruit. Come on up to tiptoes. Exhale, look out over a shoulder. Monkey needs to see if he's been caught stealing the fruit. Inhale, back to center. And then on the exhale, release the hands, lower the heels. Inhaling, steal the fruit. Exhale, look out over the shoulder. Inhale it back to center. And then breathing out, let everything relax. Last one. And we'll move on to earth. Hands floating up in front. Palms pressing forward, dip down just a little bit. Inhale. Turn the upper torso to the side. Exhale it back to center. as we turn to the side, breathing out as we come to the center. For the final two elements, earth and metal, we'll do the animal first so that we close with the most powerful of the breathing movements. This is the bear. A lot of variations of the bear movements. They show up most prominently in the Kung Fu tradition. But there's a dozen or so that have been adapted to Qigong. Let's go one more on each side. And then just let the hands relax and float to the sides. Hands float back up in front, palms facing each other like you're holding a ball. Spin your ball. We're going in the direction the fingers of the top hand are pointing. Inhale across. Exhale, take your top hand, float it out across the sky. Inhale as you recapture the ball, turning to the other side. Breathing out, the hand float across the sky. As we carry the ball and open the heart. This one's for the earth element, corresponding to late summer. Last one. Spin the ball, flatten the hands, and let them float on down. Form your hands into the crane head as we begin to fly. I'm going to take a couple steps forward because we're going to extend the leg backwards. Don't want to hit anything here. As the hands come up, put the weight on one side, let the other leg float back. Shifting the weight to the other side. Inhaling as we come up. Exhaling as we release. Struggling just a bit with balance here. Modification for you. Just slide the toe back. You don't have to let the feet actually leave the floor. Let's go one more on each side. And then relax. Stepping out as we scoop. And then coming back forward, press. Breathing in, rise, stepping in, arms floating down as we breathe out. Stepping to the side, breathing in, scoop. Spiral the hands, palms are going to press forward as we sink. Strong exhale. Last one. For metal, the element of autumn. Let's take it into our close. Rise, gather overhead, turn the palms to the floor, press down. One more time. As the hands reach the bottom, let the fingertips come together. Pull the hands up to the ribs, press forward, and lean forward like you're turning a wheel. 2 turns of the wheel. Rising out of that second turn, let the hands separate. Toss one away as you breathe in. Let your eyes follow that hand overhead. And as you breathe out, let it trace down the midline of the body. Let's balance that out on the other side. And as the hand floats down, let it come to rest on the heart center. Put the other one over your lower belly. Bring your feet a little closer together. Close your eyes. And we'll finish with a few nice, long, deep breaths. And as always, you're welcome to hang out in this standing meditation for as long as you'd like. When you feel ready to be done, take another big breath in. And on the exhale, open the eyes, release the hands, give everything a little shake at the bottom. Thanks for joining me this morning. Have a great day, great weekend. We are on tap Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. for the quick 15-minute session. Have a great weekend. Namaste.